There's a host of issues I want to go over with you, but when we come back, I want to get into the census. They're sending out census forms through the schools for kids to fill out with no congressional authority behind it. Briefly, what is the census? In what role is it constitutional?
Article 1, Section 2, Clause 3 says that our representatives and direct taxes are determined by population. And in that same clause, it explains that the census must happen every 10 years. So the census is mandated by the Constitution. That part is true. But as you said a few moments ago, the only thing they can ask is how many people live in your house. Now, frankly, it's in your best interest to answer that part of the census so that we get accurate representation. But as I told a census worker, what difference does it make if the Republicans and Democrats in office, in Congress, are passing the Patriot Act, the Military Commissions Act, the Homegrown Terrorist Act, then they're not really representing us. So...
Absolutely. Michael Badnarik is our guest. He's a big part of the new film, Don't Tread on Me, Rise of the Republic. Starts shipping out on Monday from Infowars.com. Such a powerful film, covers all of these subjects. Available at Infowars.com. Michael Badnarik is our guest. Your phone calls and a lot more straight ahead.
We're on the march. The Empire's on the run. Alex Jones and the GCN Radio Network.
A YouTube video when I get off air today. You know, we've talked about how the Ford Foundation and the government are trying to fund white supremacists, Mexican supremacist groups, black supremacist groups, so that we don't become Americans and love the Bill of Rights and Constitution and private property and freedom and the Second Amendment. No, so that we all just fight with each other over race. And I'm really concerned about Robert Rodriguez's new film, Machete, because the trailer came out and looked like race war to me. And the white guys are the bad guys, and Robert De Niro's in it, and Jessica Alba, and all these people I've been fans of, and I've liked Robert Rodriguez, fellow Austinite. Well, I was contacted by members of his crew who are Hispanic, who are concerned that it's going to have a backlash against Hispanics. And now I've been sent the script. And here's the script for Machete by Robert Rodriguez, and it's worse than I even thought. So... for Raw Story and others that admit they haven't even seen the trailer and are making fun of us, you're not, I guess you'll laugh at this too. The Minutemen are all hacked up and killed with machetes. White people are the bad guys. The only good part about this film is a senator stages a terror attack against himself as a pretext to go after Hispanics. So I guess Robert Rodriguez has been given my films, I've been told. I guess he woke up to something here. It's just horrible, and it's just disgusting. Now, we're going back to Michael Badnarik and then your phone calls, but I wanted to go back to Kagan, disappear free speech if the government deems it offensive. Here's another one. Law would empower Hillary to revoke citizenship of whoever she deems terrorist, that's citizens. And this World War II law was what was used for Italian and Japanese Americans. This is why they grabbed hundreds of thousands of Japanese and put them in forced labor camps. People who've been here for 100-plus years, own their own seafood companies, their own manufacturing plants, Japanese doctors, total Americans. Well, they're now saying, oh, Adam Gadon is the grandson of one of the ADL board members. Totally staged, folks. They've uploaded videos in the Intel Center's own logo with Al-Qaeda. It's all fake. This guy's an operative. To sell us this idea, I want to play this and get Michael Badnarik's take on that. Then I want to go over this Texas census form and then your phone calls. But here is the CNN propaganda piece where they just report it calmly and nicely, like it's going to keep you safe. We have to do this. We have to just get rid of the entire habeas corpus. It's in the Belligerence Act, racing through the Senate, where you just disappear. Bag goes over your head, you're gone. Here it is.
California-born Adam Gadon in an Al-Qaeda recruiting video.
I will now proceed to destroy my American passport.
But the Al-Qaeda operative on the FBI's most wanted terrorist list is still a U.S. citizen.
If we captured Gadon today, he could make a claim as an American citizen to be tried in a federal district court with all the rights of citizenship.
This bipartisan group wants to change that with legislation revoking the citizenship of Americans the State Department deems aligned with foreign terrorist organizations.
Now, what it actually does, and we've read the bill on air, we printed it out and showed it to you. You can go read it. In fact, I'll give you the headline here from the article that Paul Watson wrote 2 months ago. We warned you 3 months ago, actually. You can go read it for yourself. Dissenters to be detained as enemy belligerents, March 8th, 2010. I guess it was 2 months ago. And you can go read it subsection by, no. They're not going to just say you're not a citizen. You're not going to get any due process under any law. Look how they're ordering Hatari released, and the feds have tried to strip them because it was all made up. They didn't threaten anything. They just said if the government attacks us, we'll have to defend ourselves. Let's finish the clip and get Badnarik as a constitutional scholar's take on it. By the way, his website's constitutionpreservation.org, constitutionpreservation.org. Let's finish the clip.
If they've been identified through their actions or specific statements that they no longer want to be United States citizens, well, by golly, let's help them.
The bill would update a little-known World War II-era law still on the books, allowing the Secretary of State to revoke citizenship of Americans supporting foreign armies or states.